Hi, this is Majin Oni, and let's take a look at some comic reviews. First up is Superman number 3. Now, while I like George Perez's artwork, and there's lots of things that I'm really enjoying about the book, like the fresh take with Clark and Lois's relationship. I like how there's, in a sense, like a new villain other than Lex Luthor that's trying to discredit Superman, and it just seems to be much more fresher. The problem I have with this book is knowing that I think it's in 3 more issues. They're taking Superman and then taking it to the past, so it's taking place about the same time as Action Comics, and because of that, I can't get not emotionally, but I just can't get attached to anything in this, and I'd rather not waste the extra money. So this is definitely going to be a drop. Oh. As a side note, if you haven't watched the anime Tiger and Bunny, this is the best superhero animated show that I've seen in a long, long time. And it's on Hulu, so you can watch it on Hulu for free. I think it should be on Hulu for free. Fantastic. Anyways, New Guardians. I'm bored. I am completely bored with this book. I don't think... Yeah, completely bored. I'm burned out. I'm bored. There's nothing. To me, it just seems that they don't really have anything new and anything fresh, and they're just giving us the same. So this is going to be done. Aquaman number 3. I think I'm going to be invested in Aquaman at least until the first story chapter. Beyond that, I don't know. One thing I really did like about it is how the SWAT team and the police treat Aquaman after the battle. Aquaman was a key component to winning that battle in the docks with the creatures. But they're like, okay, Aquaman, you're free to go. We thank you for your help. You really weren't needed, but thanks anyways. And don't worry, when the reporters come and we stop the monsters without your help, we'll still let them know that we were instrumental in the case. And I was kind of laughing at that. But anyways, I think that this issue is a little bit better. Some nice action at the beginning. Then they did the let's build up a little bit, add some past information about Aquaman, just teasers, and then let's get to the meat of the problem. So this, like I said, this was entertaining, and I'll be on this ride for a little bit longer. Now, just so you know, this isn't all going to be DC. I'm going to get to Marvel eventually. This one I'm just going to be really short. The storyline's decent. It's not the strongest of the Batman books, but the Flash is in it. Vampire. This one, the story's building up extremely, excruciatingly slow. I like the artwork, the J. Lee copy style, and they are building up, of course, to the big war type thing. But this build-up is going to take forever. But the reason why I'm referring to this book is because the next issue takes place in Gotham, and they're also saying that Constantine's in this. So if you're fans of both, you're probably going to want to pick up the next one. And I don't think you really necessarily need this one to figure everything out. Just understand vampire hunters fighting vampires. That's simple. Now with X-Men Legacy, to me this feels like a book that's really lost its way, and I think you can say the same with this one also. Uncanny. Now, I'm going to fully disclose this. Mr. Sinister is not my favorite supervillain, and just seeing Sinister over and over and over again, and how the X-Men, instead of fighting, they're just standing there, and it just was starting to just get to me after a while, where it's just kind of like, okay, granted, I understand that you have civilians, and then you have a bunch of Mr. Sinisters, and you don't really necessarily need to have this big old fight in the middle of the city, especially since you have a Celestial standing there. But the fact that most of this issue is just posturing, it's like, where's the action? Oh, yeah, the action happens at the end, and look at that. Colossa Juggernaut already loses his helmet, just like that. So I was like, unimpressed. And I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm gonna get the next one or not. But like I said, Land comes on. This is done. Legacy is another one. Like I said, it just lost its way. This one, Rogue discovers there's somebody, some hidden mind thing inside Magneto, and they try to figure out who, what it is. They just stand around. That's all they do is just stand around. And I'm like, why are you just standing? You should be punching things. You should, be beating up supervillains, but you just stand there, and I'm so bored. I'll show you the spoiler for the last page, though, because obviously it's going to mean something. There you go. I'm bored. Totally bored with this book. Okay, now let's just do this one next. Wolverine and the X-Men, fantastic book. I wish I bought this last week, but I forgot it. This was so much fun. There's so much action, so much violence. It's like Rock'em Sock'em robots on a roller coaster. Every time you turn around, something is going on. And there's actually one thing I really did like, and it's about freaking time that it happens. Wolverine has this talk with Bobby Drake about, you need to step up. And in this issue, he steps up. Because keep in mind, with Iceman, it doesn't matter what the situation is, in the sense of, like, Emma Frost can take control over his powers and then take him to, like, level 50. 50 times what he's capable of doing. You see apocalyptic futures of Iceman, and he's like 100 times better than what he should, his current level. And he never ever applies himself, he never ever tries. And if you have been reading X-Force, there's a version of Iceman there who does some crazy stuff, like creating duplicates of himself. And in this issue, he finally steps up to the plate and does something unique with his powers, and he duplicates himself. So there's a bunch of different Icemans running around and stuff. And then they're fighting Frankenstein monsters. So it was awesome. It was just totally awesome. I really enjoyed this. And there's a surprise supervillain, which this might give you some of a clue, but a surprise supervillain that appeared underneath their school that was from their the relaunch of the X-Men, with the new team of Wolverine, Colossus, where the old X-Men got captured on an island. So there's that. This was really a fun read. This is okay. I was about to say this is the best X-Men book, but it's not. X-Factor. No, X-Force. The Uncanny X-Force. That is the best X title. This is second, and this is a really close second so far. I just need more issues under this belt before I can give it the official boom. This is top notch. But right now, this is really fun. Now, FF, the Future Foundation. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's going to be two different Fantastic Four books. One is FF, and then one is Fantastic Four. FF, the Future Foundation, is going to deal with the kids, and then, of course, Fantastic Four is the team. Now, they're going to have a big story arc that's coming, and because of the big story arc, there's too many issues, so they split it, and in this way, they can do it in half the time. In this issue here, I hate the artwork. I love Hickman's writing. I hate the art. The art, it's just, to me, it's almost as bad as Greg Land, but I'll suffer through this. But anyways, this ties back to the kids, the Annihilation Wave, and the Doom, Reed Richards' dad, and it's closing up that loose end. Still a fantastic read. I really am enjoying this book, and I just hope that it keeps staying good. The Red Skull Incarnate, final issue. Every issue's been solid. I love the covers. The covers are they're so striking, so powerful, and this was a fantastic issue. fantastic close. The one thing that really surprised me about this book is, even though it says Red Skull, it's not, he doesn't even put on the mask. This is all the stepping stones for his basically rise into the Nazi power, but that's it. Everything else, you can still tell further stories, and that, I think, makes it even work even better. Greg Pak did an amazing job with this book. When the trade comes out, I'm definitely going to buy it. I thought this was just fantastic. If you're a Captain America fan and you haven't bought this, you should definitely consider buying this, because this is a very unique take on the Red Skull's origin, because it's, like I said, it's before he even gets to be the Red Skull. It shows you how he grew up, the steps that led him in that direction, and that was the right thing to do with this book. It caught me completely by surprise, and I'm glad they did this the way they did. And finally, Ultimates number 4. Let's see, what can I say about Ultimates number 4? There's some fighting. Thor gets his ass whooped, and the heroes finally figure out who their main villain is. I think, even though I'm sounding like I'm annoyed with the book, I'm not. I think the Ultimates is still one of the stronger of the Ultimate book titles, and it's even stronger than most of the Marvel and DC books that come out. I think my problem with this is what you have this build-up, and it's truly exciting. It's truly fantastic. You're just surprised around every corner. You just had Asgard die, and what do you do after that? You can't take it that next step yet. You have to calm it down, and you have to build up the story a little bit more. Show you show the playing field a little bit better, and then have the heroes react to what happened. And this is what this issue is, kind of. It sets that up. It's saying, okay, this is the tragedies that happened. Thor's now going to have to deal with it, and let's see where it goes from there. And I think that's the only reason why I'm not as hyped on this issue as I have been with the others. I think it's a necessary issue, though, because there's no way you can just keep, there's just no way you can keep that momentum going and have it end well. Because what else are you gonna? Where is it gonna end after that? You just can't. So you have to have that natural flow. I still like it though, and hopefully, since Hickman's writing it, I have confidence that he's gonna end it well. But anyways, if you're still with me, here's my review for these titles. So we went through a lot of books. I still have DC books I haven't even read yet, and the ones I haven't read just aren't really thrilling me yet. And oh, by the way, this was just okay. Daredevil. It's interesting. I love this art style and everything, but I don't know yet. It's better than what was coming out with the Shadow people, whatever that stupid Shadowlands storyline was. So that's what's keeping me going. It's much better than that. So anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up if you like comics, and I'll have more reviews soon. I'm not sure when. Hopefully I'll get them done soon, because, like I said, as you can see, I still have a stack. And I guess that's it for now, so until next time.